There comes a point in your life when you've got to make a choice. A decision that will define not just where you're going, but who you'll become. And that choice is this: to ghost everyone in silence and focus on you. Now, this isn't about running away. It's about walking away from distractions. Walking away from people who don't align with your purpose. Walking away from the noise, the chaos, and even the expectations that others place on you. This is about walking towards something far greater, yourself. Because deep down, you know there's a version of you that hasn't been unleashed yet. The version that's waiting to rise, to take over, to dominate. But let me tell you something. No one's going to hand it to you. And that's where most people fall. They think greatness comes from applause, recognition, or validation from others. They think their friends, their social circle, their followers will somehow push them to the top. Let me break that illusion for you. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about your dreams the way you do. Nobody cares if you're struggling in the dark. They're too busy chasing their own. Silence the world around you, because distractions are killers. They kill dreams. They kill ambition. They kill the fire burning inside of you. You've got to get rid of it all. The constant conversations, the meaningless social media scrolling. The need to be liked. The need to be noticed. Cut it off. You see, the world doesn't need to hear from you right now. What it needs is for you to disappear and do the work. And I'm not talking about the kind of work where you post your progress every day. I'm talking about the grind that nobody sees. The late nights, the early mornings, the sweat, the pain, the doubt, the fear. You need to face all of that alone, in silence. Because that's when real transformation happens. Not when people are clapping for you. Not when you're posting your latest achievement on Instagram. Number transformation happens when you're so deep in the grind that you forget what the outside world even looks like. You need to disappear to evolve. Imagine coming back as a ghost, silent but unstoppable. A ghost that no one saw coming and now they can't ignore. A version of you so undeniable, so powerful that everyone who ever doubted you can't help but watch in awe. That's the revenge. That's the redemption. And when you return, you don't come back with a bang. You don't need to. The bang is the work you've done in the shadows. The bang is in the way you've redefined yourself, in the way you walk into a room and own it without saying a word. Your presence will speak louder than anything you could ever say. That's what happens when you ghost the world for a while. When you focus entirely on your own journey. You don't need to explain yourself to anyone. You don't need to justify your silence. Silence is where power lies. It's where you recalibrate. It's where you figure out who the hell you really are. You get to break yourself down piece by piece and rebuild yourself into something stronger, something sharper. And you know what? It's going to hurt. Growth hurts. The loneliness will hurt. The doubts will eat at you in the middle of the night. But that's the price you pay to level up. If it were easy, everyone would do it. But the truth is, most people are too afraid to face themselves in the silence. They're too afraid to let go of the noise, the chatter, the validation. But not you. You're different. You need that silence. You crave it, even if you don't realize it yet. Because in that silence, you'll hear the only voice that matters, yours, and it will tell you what you need to do. It will push you harder than anyone ever could. It will reveal your weaknesses and force you to turn them into strengths. So ghost everyone. Go dark, put your head down, and grind. Don't tell people what you're doing. Don't show them until it's too late for them to do anything about it. Because when you come back, you're going to be unrecognizable. You're going to be unstoppable. You're going to be the best version of yourself. And no one will have seen it coming. And when you return, you won't need to say a word. Your success will speak for itself. Ghost the world. Work in silence. Come back as a force no one can ignore. It's time to disappear.
Doubt is such a strange thing. I mean, it's, there'll be times where you succeed and there are times that you fail. So wasting your time doubting whether you're going to be successful or not is pointless. It is. I mean, you just put one foot in front of the other, you control what you can't control, and then you see what the outcome is, right? If you win, great, you're going to have to wake up the next day and do the journey over again. If you lose, it sucks, but you're going to have to wake up the next day and do the journey all over again anyway, right? So it's really pointless to sit here and debate or have doubt or this, that, and the other. You train as hard as you can, and you step out there and you let it flow.
When life gets dark, I mean at the darkest of times, there is a light within ourselves that can guide us forward. We have the choice to follow that light, that personal, enduring light that can carry us through on to victory. We are not victims, we are victors. Listen to your inner voice. You are a victory. You will succeed. You will come out on top. The best version of yourself is yet to be revealed to the world. You have the reserves of inner strength you have not yet tapped.
Don't let anybody ever tell you that you're not good enough, okay? And so many young people think that they can't, or they don't have the potential, or if somebody else is better, forget everything about it. I mean, if you really want something bad enough, if you really, really want something bad enough, you'll figure out a way to get there.
I think having a sense of urgency is very beneficial, and understanding that your time is limited can aid you greatly. I think knowing that this is a temporary time, that we have finite lifespans, there's great power in that, because it motivates you, it gets you going.
Most humans who could ever exist never will. And so the fact that you exist at all is against stupefying odds of who gets born and who does not. Realizing this, you are you, I am me. We are alive. We get to die. And to get to die means you get to live. Any moment you spend squandering those moments you are alive does disrespect to all those who will never even be born.